On this online course, we're going to look at some power exercises that involve just using body weight. The beauty of these exercises are they can be done anywhere in the world, in any environment, in any room, and it doesn't involve any equipment. The reason why we do power exercises is multifold. Number one, once we develop power, we are improving your athletic ability. So we're using the central nervous system to become more explosive. From a sedentary point of view, if we're stronger in a power capacity, we can offset potential falls, slippages. And it has been said that over the age of 55, that people are more liable to get injured because of the lack of physical development. So by doing these power exercises and strengthening the muscles that increase that power will help offset injury. The first exercise in our bodyweight power sequence is the jump squat. And this involves massive triple extension of the ankle, knee and hip. It's really good for developing athletic performance and it doesn't involve any equipment, but it gets you from that strength power level to be very explosive when you compete. Quite simply, put your hands on your hips, you flex at the ankle, knee and hip, and then jump as high as you can and really emphasizing on pushing the hips forward. From the side angle, we flex, jump, and really extend the hips forward. Great exercise for developing power in total body. The prisoner jump squat. The prisoner jump squat involves eliminating the use of the arms. So we hook the fingers behind the back of the head and we flex at the ankle, knees and hips, and then we jump as high as we can. And by eliminating the arms, it really puts the focus on the hips to really extend. So from the side, we flex and then we jump and we land. And that's the prisoner jump squat. The jump and stick exercise is a really good exercise for injury prevention. It does that because it eccentrically loads the hamstrings when we land, and it teaches the athlete and the sedentary person that when they take a fall or they run and they stop quickly, the body can control that load and not encourage injury. So how we do the jump and stick, we go into a half a squat, we jump forward, and then we really stick that landing with control. So we jump, and that's the part of the exercise where we're really eccentrically loading the hamstrings. And that's very important for females whose hamstring strength isn't quite as strong as males, and they tend to suffer more with ACL, MCL type injuries. So I would encourage, if you're working with female athletes, this becomes a staple part of their training. So from the side view. So let me show that one more time. Go into a half squat position, jump forward, but remember, really control the landing because you're eccentrically loading the hamstrings. And remember, when executing this exercise, it's not about how far you can jump, more so about doing the exercise with control and stability. The next three reactive exercises I'm going to demonstrate is very important in that, unlike the power exercises, this requires a bit more tendon and ligament involvement. So the power looks at developing the muscle, but the reactive looks at strengthening the ligament and the tendons, which is very, very important because this helps limb control and prevent injury. Reactive number one, bench jump. The bench jump is a good reactive exercise in that it teaches you to express explosive power and reactive work. And the beauty of this exercise is it can be done anywhere that has a stable surface. So it doesn't have to be a bench, it can be a box, it can be a very sturdy table, it can be a worktop, okay? When we're doing the exercise, first of all, we go into a quarter squat and then we explosively drive up and we land on the bench. Explosively drive up and we land on the bench. Big point, don't jump back, but step off carefully, get reset, jump up and stick your landing. So jump up to the bench, step off and recover. High and low hurdle jump. When doing the high and low hurdle jump, it's appropriate that you select the correct height for your athlete. First one we're going to demonstrate here is the high hurdle jump. So you go into a quarter squat and you're going to use your arm to create massive momentum at the same time extending your ankle, knees and hips. So we jump over the hurdle and then we stick our landing. If you're working with a younger athlete, then it's quite appropriate when doing the hurdle jumps to use a smaller height. And the same if you're working with an older athlete who doesn't have as good a balance, because this is great at gaining back the balance they may have lost through age. So we jump over the hurdle and we stick our landing. So that is horizontally. With the hurdle jumps too, we also encourage our lateral movement, again for stability and balance. Quite simply jump over and stick. Hold your landing, jump the other way and stick. The depth jump is a great reactive exercise in learning how to overcome inertia and gravity. It teaches the athlete and the sedentary adult that when they're in a position where they've got to overcome gravity, their body can handle it. How you do the depth jump is you stand on a height, you put one foot out in front of the other, and you just let gravity take you. As you fall to the ground, you spring off the floor, back up to another height in front. And you're using that rebound force from the floor to spring up to stick a height. We have one of my athletes who's going to demonstrate the depth jump. So Maya, if you don't mind, if you step up on the bench and just let gravity take you. You're in bare feet, there's codes on the ground. Explode up. Good. And back and do it again, please. So the athlete falls towards the ground and reacts to the ground contact time. Explodes up, jumps up. Excellent. And step off.